Hello, Camp Falling Spring parents. This is the first time I've done a live stream from my computer, so hopefully it's working. Hopefully you can hear me. If you're watching and you want to just throw a little, we can hear you in the chat. That'd be great for me. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here to learn a little bit about Camp Falling Spring. For those who don't know me, my name is Brad Hill. I'm the youth director here at Falling Spring, and I love this church. I love this youth ministry, and I love Camp Falling Spring. So I have some notes here. This is a meeting again for parents and guardians for those who are going to Camp Falling Spring 2021, July 11th through the 16th. And I'm just going to work my way down through my notes here. This will be a short meeting, and then I'll be available on Zoom for a short time afterward for any of you who have questions. So before camp, first of all, we're excited. We have an amazing staff lined up. I'm getting ready to meet with them at 7 o'clock. We have our staff meeting tonight here at the church, and what an incredible staff we have. They are going to take great care of your kids and share the love of God with them in such great and wonderful and powerful ways. And we're ready to learn from the campers as well, and whatever God has to teach us. We're praying for an incredible camp. We're praying that it will be fun, that it will be meaningful. Thank you, Katie Dortenzo, that you can hear me. I appreciate that. And we're praying that God would move and change lives, and that the campers that arrive at camp, when you pick them up, that they will be different, that they would be changed in positive and wonderful ways. Before camp, a couple of things before camp. I encourage you to come to Wackies. We meet on Wednesday evenings, 6:30 to 8:30. Our amazing intern, Wes Meyer, has been planning some great messages that he's been delivering. He and some students have been leading music and worship, and we've been having a great time together playing games as well at Wackies. Encourage you to get involved before camp. Our camp speaker, Laura Bulgarian, will be speaking next Sunday, July 11th at 10 a.m. at the Contemporary Service in the FLC. If you'd like to come and hear the camp speaker before camp, I encourage you to be there for that. Again, 10 o'clock in the FLC, 10 a.m. next Sunday, July 11th. I encourage you, if you haven't already done so, to download the camp info. The easiest way is just to search for Camp Falling Spring. That'll take you to the camp page. Click the blue button, and that will give you the info for camp packing lists, times, directions, and hopefully anything else you need to know. That camp page also has some frequently asked questions, and I encourage you to check those out. And again, feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions as well. One addition or change to the packing list, the campers will not need reusable dishes this year. We've done that in the past, and everyone's washed their own dishes, but they won't need those for this year. If you have an air mattress and a pump, I encourage you to bring that along. It's not required. Don't go out and buy one, but if you have one and you're willing to send it, sometimes that helps with sleeping and giving people room to space out at camp. And I encourage you to encourage your campers to bring a journal and a pen. Years past, we've provided a camp book for them to take notes in, and we won't have those this year. So they'll want to bring a notebook to take some notes of all the amazing things that they're learning at camp. And you may want to pre-treat some clothing with permethrin, and I'll give more details on that later, just in a few minutes here. So that's some things before camp. Arrival will be new this year, just a little different at camp, in that we're having time slots depending on your last name. So last names A through J. If you can arrive between 5 and 5:20 p.m. on July 11th, that's Sunday, that would be great. And then last names K through Z, 5:20 to 5:40. And I like being early for things, but this is one of those things you maybe don't want to be early for, because at the first group, we have the staff still getting things ready. And the second group, we don't want to have traffic jams and so forth. So just try to be there between those times. Again, A through J, 5 to 5:20, K through Z, 5:20 to 5:40. And remember to bring a packed dinner on Sunday. That's the first thing that campers will do, is to have a packed dinner, eat their dinner in the pavilion together. When you arrive on Stonehouse Lane, you want to find your counselor's car, and they'll have signs that say 7th grade or 8th grade boys, 9th grade girls, whatever, and that will help you find where you can unload luggage, and then counselors will drive the luggage over to the cabins from there. If you need to check in with our medical staff, they will be under the canopy, which is further up Stonehouse Lane. You can't miss it once you come up, and you can talk with the medical staff as well as give them any medications that you need to for the week. And directions are in the camp info packet. Departure will be exactly the same way. On Friday, July 16th, departure will be 5 to 5:20 for the last names A through J. and 520 to 540 for last names K through Z. We will not have a closing family worship this year. We plan to do that in the future. We're just not doing that this year. There's also no outreach this year. Typically, campers will leave one day, one afternoon, and go to the Adams family in Shippensburg. Again, we plan to continue our wonderful relationship with such a wonderful family who's such a great part of our church, but we won't be doing the outreach this year. We're coming out of a pandemic, and we've been talking a lot and thinking a lot and reading and praying a lot about how to do camp fun and safe. My goal is to have people having fun the whole time and to keep them safe the whole time. Thankfully, cases in our county continue to be low. Tomorrow, the mask mandate is removed, which I think a lot of us are very thankful for. A couple things that we will be doing. We're going to be taking temps on Sunday at arrival. Our medical staff will do that for all staff and all campers, asking some questions as well. Encourage you to just kind of be safe, take the necessary precautions before camp. If your camper is sick, is not feeling well, please don't send them to camp. Talk to me and we'll make arrangements for what needs to happen there. But please don't send them if they're sick. We're not planning to require masks. Most of our events will be outdoors. They may want to bring one if there's a time when we do need to do that. We're not planning to do that, but campers are welcome to wear masks if that makes them feel more comfortable. And if things change in our community, in our county, we will adjust accordingly. We've all learned to adjust quickly in these crazy times, being through a global pandemic. And again, this may all change. Hopefully not. Hopefully we continue to do well this summer in our county. And the majority of our staff is vaccinated. If that helps any of you, just in terms of giving you peace of mind, just wanted to let you know that as well. I want to talk a little bit about ticks. Horse Valley is in the woods, and there's a lot of deer up there, a lot of wildlife, and there are a lot of ticks in Horse Valley. I've gone to camp for over 20 years, and I've never had a tick on me. And part of the reason for that is I take the precautions, and I want to just give you some ideas on some of the precautions that have been helpful for many people. And these come from, a lot of them I learned from Dr. Tim Stonecipher, from Renee Sharp, and just from doing some reading, as well as my experiences being up there. So I encourage you to pre-treat some clothing with permethrin. You can buy permethrin on Amazon, at Walmart, wherever. It's not meant for the skin, it's meant for clothing. If you treat just shoes and socks, that will prevent 70%. I think it's 70% less likely to have a tick come on you. Again, using other precautions as well. A lot of people recommend shoes, socks, and shorts. Some people also treat their sleeping bag in case a tick would walk on, if it was on you at night and would walk off, that would kill it as well. Permethrin will kill ticks on contact, but again, it's safe for humans once it's dry on fabric. Bring bug spray and use it. DEET, with a good percentage of DEET or picaridin, are great bug sprays. This year I'm trying the picaridin lotion from Sawyer. Heard good things about that. Going to give that a try as well. I just put it on every morning after my sunscreen dries, and I think that works really well, those bug sprays. We're going to tell the camp this, but I'll tell you as well. We encourage everyone to avoid tick hotspots. That's tall grass and weeds and thick areas and at the base of tree trunks and those kinds of things, just to really be smart about where you go. We mow the grass in the field, in the areas where people are at camp. We weed whack. We do everything that we can to keep things dry and short, and basically places that ticks don't like to be. And so we do our best, but we rely on the camp to really stay out of those thick kind of areas. We encourage people to shower at the end of the day. That's a great time to just check yourself, as well as sometimes the warm water will cause a tick to fall off, or you'll see it in a way that you wouldn't have otherwise. And again, we just encourage people to check themselves throughout the day and to look out for one another, looking behind ears and so forth. So that's a concern. Ticks can lead to Lyme disease, and that's just a terrible, exhausting disease to endure. But we do everything we can to prevent that, and hopefully you will as well, as you talk to your campers, and we'll talk to them on Sunday about that. A couple more things that I have, and then we'll wrap this up. The rules are in the camp info packet. I encourage you to read those, and if there's anything that you think is a concern for your camper, talk to them about that. We are pretty laid back at camp, but there are a couple of Number one, we think that camp runs smoothly when we all work together, when we're all on the same page, and that's why we have a list of camp rules so we know what to expect from one another. But again, we're pretty laid back, but there are a couple things we're really strict about. We're really strict about no pranking at camp. And the place where we have camp, Falling Spring Horse Valley Acres, is a beautiful acreage, and it's privately owned and is given to us for the week, donated to us, lent to us for the week. And I continue to be amazed by the generosity of the members of Horse Valley Association, as well as the cabin owners who are giving their cabins, their special places with family memories and memorabilia and pictures to a group of teenagers who they don't know for a week, where we use their space and their electricity and so forth. It's really, really amazing. And I want to take care of our relationship with them. I want to honor those cabin owners, and I want to continue to have high trust with them. So as a result of that, we have zero tolerance for pranks. And if people prank people in toilet paper cabins or things like that, there's a good chance they'll be sent home from camp. Again, we're pretty laid back, but there are a couple things we're very strict on. The other thing we're very strict on is not sneaking out at night. Each cabin has at least 2 counselors. Counselors, go to sleep after their campers go to sleep, but people can sometimes want to sneak out. Now, we haven't not had this problem in many, many years because, again, we're very strict about it, and we communicate that to parents and to the campers. There are just too many things that could go wrong in the woods at night with streams and lakes and so forth. So if you again, are afraid that your camper might want to sneak out and go on a late night walk in the woods, strongly discourage them from doing that. Okay, that's it for the rules. Again, please read them and look at them, but I just wanted to point out a couple of things. We believe that camp, a week of camp is really a refreshing, fun, and life-changing experience for those who go, for the campers and for the staff. And we're so thankful that your sons and daughters are going to be a part of camp. And again, I hope that the people that you drop off on Sunday come home changed in great ways, in better ways, in positive ways when you pick them up at the end of the week. All right. Just looking to make sure I have all of my notes here. I think that's it that I wanted to cover. You may have questions. I may have forgotten something. So I will open up Zoom, and the link for the Zoom meeting is in the description of this video. And I encourage you to come on if you want to ask any questions. I'm going to wait around it'll take me 1 or 2 minutes to get Zoom started, and I'll wait around for maybe 5 minutes. If nobody's there, I'll close it down. But if you're there and you need to talk, I can talk until just before 7 o'clock when I have a staff meeting. So that gives us, just under 45 minutes here. I don't know that we'll need that much time, but feel free to come on if you have any specific questions. And again, reach out to me at any point with that. This video will be recorded and will still be on our Falling Spring Youth YouTube page. So if you want to watch this later or share it with somebody who missed it, feel free to do that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for trusting us with your kids for a week. And let's pray together that God does amazing things at Camp Falling Spring. Take care.